Hello, and thank you for joining me for a new episode of In the Spotlight. I'm your host, Arthur Bodenschatz. Today, we will be looking into one of Hoover's career tech programs, the business class. In this unique curriculum, students have the opportunity to create a business and sell products to real-world customers. The Spotlight crew and I have already gotten to meet with the student CEOs of each business, so I'll allow each of them to introduce their work.
Our product is an Ozark Mug, which we buy off of Walmart.com. We then bring it back to the school and we take a design that comes from either a customer or a company who wants their brand or logo on a cup, and then we engrave it for them. The purpose of the product is to give either an individual customer or a larger company a new way to market to their own customers. So what we're giving to them, they're in turn then giving back to their customers. We started off in our school's engineering fab lab, but then our career tech, the business program, had enough money to purchase our very own laser engraver. So now we can do it in Mr. Grady's classroom. We can use it whenever we need to. We can come in any period of the day and just run cups all day long. The packaging process is actually very nice. So we take them out, engrave on it, then put them back in the same box and then wrap it with our own unique wrapping paper and then distribute them to our customers. 9 people are in our company total. It's kind of split up between logo design, between 2 people, and then the other 2 people are the ones who are putting the cups in the engraver, who are running the engravings, cleaning them, and then delivering and distributing them. Grinders is a local business that we've done business with. They bought 160 cups from us. Our big target market is small local businesses who want to market to their customers.
Our product are seed bombs that we make here at Hoover High School in the business room. Our purpose is basically we're trying to save the declining bee population through planting more flowers. And we want to do it in a way that can both help the environment and save the bees at the same time. So we decided to make seed bombs from recycled paper and mold them into all kinds of shapes and add seeds to them, which the paper will end up acting like a fertilizer for the seeds, making your plants grow stronger and healthier. It's made right here in M2, Mr. Grady's business room, and we make it every day after class, during class, sometimes even during study halls. So in order to create a product, we have to first collect the recycled paper from the classrooms, and then we have to buy the seeds. Next, we will blend the paper with water in a blender, which basically beats it to a pulp, and we add seeds to that pulp and dry it out and put them in molds. So usually after 3 to 5 days of drying, it becomes a solid seed bomb, which we will put in our jars and be ready to ship. Everyone at some point is involved in making the product, from ordering to making sales to delivering. Target audience is for anyone who's interested in gardening and have a concern for an environment, especially for bees.
My name is Kevin Gardner, and I'm the CEO of Reimagine, and our product is the Change Cup. The product functions as a coin collector that sits in your cup holder, but also has organizational pieces on the top where you can store your phone, your pencil, and any other miscellaneous items that go in your cup holder. So with each cup that is sold, there's a pledge card inside asking each person to donate 1 cup of change each year to Wishes Can Happen, as we are trying to grant a child's wish. We outsource the production of our product to a company called IPG Marketing, located in North Canton. The first thing we have to do is send IPG Marketing our logo or any logo that we want to put on the cup. Then they screen print the logo onto the cup, and then they ship it back to us for the final product. There are 9 people on my business team, including myself. The target market is really anyone with a car that has a lot of clutter in their cup holder and would like to make a difference in the world. You can get one of these cups for $10.
Joining me now are the business CEOs to talk a little bit about their experience. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
So the first question I'll have for you, and I'll start with you, Ivan. At what point in the year did you guys come up with your product idea?
Our product idea came up in the September of this year. And we basically just had our entire company gather around, and everyone was just generating ideas of what we could do for the rest of the year.
And how about you, Kevin?
So we had an original idea that also started in September, but that ended up not working out. And so our current idea, we decided on in early January of this year.
For us, we kind of, after we had 3 business mentors come in and we just kind of were brainstorming ideas, we found an idea that we wanted to stick with. So like they were saying, early September, and it's the same idea we've had since the beginning and we're rolling with it.
And I'll stick with you, Charlie. How long did it take for you to get into that production stage where you were making actual cups for you?
For us, it was relatively quickly. We probably didn't start until about early to mid-October because we had to get things with the Fab Lab set up. We had to make sure we could use the engraver and we had to order the cups. So it was probably early to mid-October.
And you, Kevin?
It was about a week or 2 after our founding of our product. We outsourced our product, so we had to talk with our supplier and set up the business deal with them.
And Ivan?
Well, we started basically just as soon as we came up with the idea from our business mentors, we kind of just went into production. We did a couple prototypes to test it out and see if it worked, which that took a span of about 2.5 weeks, and then after that it was just production. Right,
so it took a lot of prep work for you guys to get your ideas started. How's business been going this year for you, Ivan?
It's going great, especially since the springtime is coming around. Our seed bombs are selling a lot. Everyone wants it for their garden. They can get ready for summer.
Mm-hmm. And Charlie?
For us, we're doing very, very well. We've reached almost $13,000 in sales as of March. So yeah, we're doing really well.
Kevin?
We are starting to pick back up. February was pretty slow, but we're starting to pick back up these past few days.
And so this keeps you really busy. All of you guys are doing really well with your businesses. What skills would you take, or what skills do you think it takes to manage a business team of 9, Charlie?
I think it takes a lot of day-to-day leadership and focus. You have to keep 8 other company members on task. So you don't want to come off as, rude or overbearing, but you definitely need to have that leadership and a strong personality to be able to lead 9 other high school students to get stuff done every single day.
And what have you found it is, Kevin?
Yeah, I would agree with Charlie. I mean, determination is also a huge factor because those other 9 or 8 other people, they're not going to always want to stay on task while you are continuously pushing forward. So you have to find a way to intrinsically motivate them to keep on pushing throughout the year.
And have you found anything difficult, Ivan?
Personally, I think that other than what they said, communication is a really important factor, and time management as well, because we gotta let them know exactly how we think and what needs to get done, as well as they need to be on task every single moment, not wasting time.
Right, so time management is super important. Also, you guys are younger guys, we're still in high school, but you're working with real business clients. Kevin, have you found it at all difficult with business clients taking you seriously or treating you like an adult with a real business?
Not really. I think once we approach our customers and our suppliers about our product and our idea, they really like it, and so maybe they give us a little grace because we're high school students, but I think we ask them to treat us as professionals as they would any of their other clients, so I don't think it's a big problem. I don't think so.
That's really cool of the community, and that's really good experience. Charlie, from your experience so far, what have you found that it takes to have a successful business?
This kind of goes back to what I said and Kevin just said, the determination. I mean, you got to make sure that when you're picking your company members, you got to make sure they're all going to be on board. And then once you get that product idea, you just got to sell, sell, sell. I mean, you'll eventually have to kind of break away from that towards the end of the year to prepare for competition, but you have to get your product finalized and you have to get people out there to sell.
And all of you are driving so hard. Ivan, I know that you guys are competing in a larger competition, but I also know within just the class within the 3 of you, there's some friendly competitiveness. How would you say that helps you to do better in your business?
I think that since there's this in-classroom competitiveness among all 3 of us, everyone's more willing to work and they're more willing to put in more effort just so they can be better than everyone else.
Right. And Kevin, what would you say what have you found to be the most rewarding part of having your own business?
Well, it's definitely taught me a lot of valuable skills like the time management, learning how to lead much more effectively. And as I move on into college, the whole junior achievement experience of starting and running a business with your classmates is super beneficial. Specifically where I'm going at John Carroll, they offer specific internships for people who go through this program. So it's a really rare opportunity for most other high school kids who want to major in business, and I'm really thankful for it.
Yeah, that is a really great opportunity and a good head start for you.
Yeah.
Charlie, do you have any favorite memories so far this year of working with your business?
Probably just, being in the classroom every single day, definitely getting the engraver, that was awesome for us. But other than that, really just, yeah, there's banter between the three companies. We all like to compete, but really just like the cohesiveness between the whole class is just everyone has a good time. We usually get our work done, so probably just day-to-day work.
And Ivan, when you look back on your business experience a little bit later on, what will you remember most fondly?
I'll probably remember the most fondly about the time when all three of us went to the craft show. I think that was like the first time we actually made our debut sales. And then I thought it was a really fun experience to see that all three companies can just line up there and everyone would come up to us and ask questions, and I thought it was a really cool experience.
Yeah, and you guys are getting really neat experiences, but this has been a culmination of 3 years of different classes. Kevin, how did you originally enter into the business program?
Well, my dad owns a business, and so I was always around him from the time I was like 3, and so I always wanted to learn more about business because eventually I want to run my own company. And so after I moved schools to Hoover High School as a freshman, I was very excited once I realized that they had a business program, and so I started in the intro classes, and I loved it from there.
And Charlie, how did you get into business?
My dad also has his own tax agency, so he's also a CPA, so he has his own business, and then he contracts for other businesses. But like Kevin, I was around him since I was little, and business was always something I wanted to learn more about, and it's definitely something that excites me.
And Ivan?
Yeah, it's basically the same story for me. Both of my parents owns a business here in North Canton, and honestly, I think business, personally, on a personal level, is the most practical class that you can take in high school compared to like all the other classes that you might take on a day-to-day basis.
Right. And so parents is the common theme for all of you for how you got into business, so mentors are super important. Ivan, how would you say that Mrs. Humphrey and Mr. Grady have helped you to become a bit prepared for the business world?
Oh, they were both really, really great help. Miss Humphrey, for example, she taught us all these accounting knowledge that we've never known before. And accounting is basically the language of business, and we gotta know that before we can even do anything else in a business world. And Mr. Grady is also another help. He runs his own business outside of school as well, and he knows the little tips and tricks behind the scenes for business. So he basically is another mentor that will guide us through as we run our companies.
Yeah, and so both of these great teachers are preparing you not just for the test or whatever in the class at the end of the year, but in actual competition. Kevin, can you tell me a little bit about what you guys are competing in with your businesses?
Yeah, so we're part of the Junior Achievement Company Program, and so on April 27th or 28th, we'll be competing in a regional competition in Cleveland where companies from a bunch of high schools in Northeast Ohio will come and give their sales pitches and show their annual reports, and they'll set up their trade booths, and we all try and compete for first place, which is a $1,000 check.
Wow, that's a great prize. How has Hoover done in the past, Charlie?
Hoover's done very well. Last year we sent just one team to DC, but the year before that we sent 2, I think. Mm-hmm. So, Grady has sent, I think, 4 teams to DC in 3 years. So, it just shows what a great teacher he is. But usually, Hoover's business program is top notch.
Right, and we're very lucky to have it, and you guys are really doing a great job taking advantage of it. Ivan, how would you say that having had your own business, how does this give you an edge going into college?
Well, in business, we learn a lot of the skills that are important, not just for school, but for life as well, such as communication, time management, all that type of skills. So I think as I step into college, I have a better taste of what society is like and what actual business feels like compared to all the other kids. And I think that would really give me an edge as I step into college.
Yeah, and that's just great life experience to have overall. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, you already answered this question, so I'll have you say what your takeaway is, Charlie, going into college.
Well, I plan to double major, one in business administration and sales. So this class, being a CEO, it is like one of the best things you could do for yourself in high school if you want to go into business is take this course. I mean, you don't it doesn't matter what level of like your position you are. I mean, just take the class. I mean, it helps you so much.
Right, and Kevin, for someone who's on the fence, who's not sure about taking this class, what would you say to them if they're not quite sure about taking it?
Well, it all starts in intro, and intro is not a hard class. So it's not like these classes you have to be a straight A student or have to have a 30 on your ACT or whatever. It doesn't matter how book smart you are. Like Ivan said, it teaches you life skills and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend anyone to take this class.
Right. Well, I'm really happy for all of you that you guys are doing great with your businesses, so congratulations. It's also really great to hear that this business program is benefiting you going into college. All of you guys are going to major in business, correct?
Yes.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming in, and congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While the real world can seem overwhelming, Hoover is offering its students opportunities to prepare themselves for what is to come with programs like business. Keep your eyes out for what Hoover students are doing in other career tech programs as well, because business is not the only one doing great work. On behalf of the In the Spotlight crew, thank you for tuning in to this episode, and we look forward to seeing you for the next one.